Hi, this is Ross with DIY on the House. Today's video, we're going to assemble a gun case off of Amazon. There's a lot of them that are exactly the same, different names, but the same case and the same assembly. So I'm going to show you how to assemble it and program it. We got this gun case basically to keep the guns out of availability for grandkids and kids that we have now in the house. So I went on Amazon and ordered this gun case. It's a Kager gun case. It's a 10 to 12 rifle gun case, and it's not fireproof. It's just the metal with the digital lock on it and also a keyed lock. So I'm going to go ahead and take it out of the box. I don't need to show you that, obviously, and I'll show you how to assemble it. And as far as what I've seen, it's a fairly easy assembly, and then we'll program it and check that out as well. Okay, so I've got it all laid out, and it comes with all the machine screws you need, and a screwdriver as well. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to use my screw gun. So this had me a little confused for a little bit. So your panels, on these, you're going to have this 90-degree bend right here on the front of it. And that's to attach the door to. So on the other side, you'll have a finished edge, nice and finished off. You're just going to take your panel and you're going to drop that inside of that one. Now that's going to align with small screws that they. It's going to align with small screw holes that they have already pre-drilled in. So we'll go ahead and see if we can tap that. See how much fun that is, and go from there. Actually, that's super simple. Yeah, I'll probably just go ahead and hand screw these. This one, not so easy because the bracket is here, but I'm sure they'll get it in. Once it bites through the metal, it goes in fairly easy. And again, make sure all your bottoms are matched up with that bottom bracket. That's to fit the floor into it. So we're just going to take our next one here and pop that up and over. You can see once you get one in, it does stand itself up, so you don't have to struggle with it. Okay, so now we have that. So we'll go ahead and stand it up. Okay, now that we have our sides and our back done, we're going to go ahead and install the front door panel. So we're going to move this back. I'm doing this on a piece of cardboard. I didn't want to put it on the hardwood floor in case it scratched it, and I didn't want it on the carpet just in case it sunk into it and I can't get things to fit right. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get our front door panel, and I'm going to go ahead and make sure that you cut the keys out, because we don't want to stick that on there and then that would be fun. So we'll go ahead and put those off to the side and get our door panel in place. Now, we're going to use the little tap screws that they supply, and that won't be a regular, metal sheet screw. It's a machine screw. And go ahead and get that top one screwed in so it'll support itself. Now that we have this step done, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video. I'll open the doors up and get the rest of the machine screws in. Once we got our front doors on, I'm going to go ahead and stick the top on. One thing I did notice when installing the front door, the back side of it didn't want to stay square. So I had to kind of try to square it up and get the screw started. And once I got it started, it went straight in, no problems, because it's going into, it's tapped. So I did have to end up fighting the bottom ones to keep the bottom, try to square it up. It will kind of want to force itself back. But just a little, get a flashlight in there, and then go ahead and once you get it lined up and get it squared up, the screws go straight in. So once we got that, we're going to go ahead and stick the top on. It's got a finished edge up here, and on the back it's got 2 grooves. It's really not saying which, even in the directions, which side's which. So I'm going to go ahead and try this, see if it slips over. Oh yeah, okay, so on the back side, actually, this is the back side. The back side has a groove in it, and that will, this back panel will actually insert into that groove. That is one of the things, with picture directions, sometimes you don't get all the information you need. We'll get there. And we're just going to do the regular sheet metal screws on this. Well, I guess we'll slip this on this until we get this buttoned down. Putting things together, I'm just having a problem with this side here. And just a little tap. I guess that'll do it. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and screw this panel in. There's 4 screws that go on the top. I'll go ahead and get my flashlight and I'll do that. Okay, once that is done and that's secured, once you get the top snapped on, all the screw holes all lined up just perfectly. And so they did a really good job. So now we're going to go ahead and stick in our top shelf. We're going to go up inside, put it at an angle, and bring that down, and pop that in. Now I'm going to do the same for the base as well. I'm not going to go, right now I'm not going to screw the leveling feet in. As far as I can tell on this, you've got a front and then you get the back. The back is actually higher than the front, and then it has these 2 indents on it as well as the sides. That's to snap in to the brackets they have down below. And we'll just put that in, hopefully. Okay, and it did. It popped right in. You're going to have just a little bit of a lip here on the front side. And that's really going to be normal. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and put in the panels for the sides and the back on the interior. And this is for attaching the pads to and whatnot. And so I'll go ahead and get those in and taken care of. So we're now at the point of going ahead and put the batteries in for the digital display. So there's a little cover on the inside, just push your finger, and that's going to take 4 AA batteries. Okay, to set the password, I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 for now. I'm going to push the setting button. That's going to give me an audible. I'm going to hit pound. It's going to be flashing blue. 1, 2, 3, 4 for the second time, and hit it again, and it's going to give you a long beep. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and just shut it. Okay, and when I need to get in, I just touch the keypad, and then I'll feel that. 1, 2, 3, 4, pound, just like that. Shut it, and it automatically locks. So I need to get in. And there we go. And then you also have a light inside, as you can see here. Okay, so now if you do run out of batteries, if the unit does, there's an auxiliary battery box. It has a little cord. It holds the 4 AA's. So you unplug the little cord out of the unit and just insert that into the keypad, and that'll power up the unit if the batteries inside are bad. So you definitely want to keep this somewhere you can get to it, probably in the top locker. That way you can just, because that's keyed only, and you can just get into that. You know, take this unit and just plop it in there, and then take that key out. So that's the Kayer gun safe. Like I said at the beginning of the video, that this gun case, I got it off Amazon. There's a few other models that have come under different names. I watched the videos on those, exactly the same assembly video. So this covers a lot of them. So as far as I can tell, it's very sturdy. It's not fireproof. I wasn't going for that. I was going for something that I could lock, keep away from kids. As far as any downside, there really isn't any. The instructions are vague. They're pictures only, and it doesn't show kind of which way the panels go. So you have to kind of just take your time, figure that out. Hopefully this video helped you figure that out. The screwdriver it came with just made it basically through 3/4 of the assembly. I had to use my screw gun for the rest of it. The tip on the screwdriver it wore out, and it started to, it wouldn't drive the screws in anymore. So that's it. Everything is, like I said, easy to assemble. It seems very sturdy, and I'm sure we'll get a lot of years of use out of this. If you have any questions or comments on the gun safe, just go ahead and leave a comment down below. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. And again, thanks for watching DIY on the House.